All right, guys. So today I wanted to share with you how I'm using the Perplexity Comet Browser to automate some of the tasks that I used to do manually, particularly regarding the ISM PMI report, right? So for me to generate trade ideas, I often refer to the ISM Manufacturing and Services report, which are the ones that you see over here. And in short, what they do, these reports are surveys that are sent to the purchasing managers across different companies and industries in the US. And the objective is to understand what they feel about the economy, the business, etc. And based on all the feedback that they receive, the ISM they will aggregate the information and they will produce an index. And then this index breaks down into sub indices like new orders, production, supplier, etc. So this is important to understand the trends, the economy of the business cycle, and understanding where to allocate your capital. So one aspect of this report that is straightforward is the indexing, right, of each of the index components in a numerical format. They provide you the tables, and this information is very easy to use. What I often also use is a specific section of the report, which is this section over here, where they basically tell you what are the industries that are experiencing growth and the ones that are experiencing contraction, right? The only pain point that I found so far is that for some reason they provide this in a free format, unstructured text, right? Although there is a structure, which is what we will be using over here. So in this case, for the aggregated index, they will provide the list in this format. And then for each of the sub indices, such as new orders, they provide the same over here, production, the same over here, right? So you see, it's a bit difficult to read, okay, which one are the growth, which are the contraction, etc. There is an important logic about this list over here. When they mention there are 7 manufacturing industries reporting growth, the order in which they list these industries, it's not actually random. The order is in such way that the first industry that is mentioned is actually experiencing the highest growth relative to all the others. And for example, in this case, apparel, leather, and allied products is the one experiencing the highest growth, and the primary metals, the one experiencing the least amount of growth. On the flip side, for contraction, there are 10 industries. Printing and related support activities is the one experiencing the highest level of contraction, so the one performing the worst, whereas food, beverage, and tobacco products is the one experiencing the least amount of contraction. So we need to use this data in order for us to rank these industries on a monthly basis, right? So that they are comparable across every month. In this case, what I used to do is the following. Based on the industry that is experiencing the highest level of growth, I will assign that the highest positive number, right? So in this case, we have 7 manufacturing industries reporting growth. Apparel, leather, and allied products will receive a score of 7, and primary metals will be given a score of 1. And on the opposite side, for contraction, I will use the same logic, but with negative numbers, right? So this month we had the 10 contraction industries. Printing and related support activities will be receiving a score of -10, and food, beverage, and tobacco products will be receiving a score of -1. So how I used to do this is I built a model in Excel where I would need to go over here, copy all the growth industries first, go back to the Excel, and then paste them over here in the growth cell. What this will do, it will rank the industries and assign the score, right? So then I go and do the same for contraction industries, copy over here, paste. There you go. And then there is a formula over here that picks all the rankings and assigns them to the industry, right? So in this case, you can see the highest growth was 7, apparel, leather, and allied products, and the highest contraction was printing and related support activities. So I had to do this manually for each of the other indices, right? So I had to go back to the report. I had to go and find, okay, where is the new orders index? Where are the industries? Copy, go back and paste, right? So very cumbersome process. And not only that, it takes time, but it is also easy to make mistakes, right? Because in Excel, the formulas work if they're able to find exact matches, right, between the values that you paste and the industries that are already present in the sheet. And if you happen to copy a slightly longer sentence, this can create mismatches or it creates errors that you need to go and back and fix, right? So this is where the Comet browser can come in handy. What I did here is I went on the ISM report page and I created a prompt, should give me the output of the industries ranked based on growth and contraction, as we just discussed. I will add this prompt in the description below, but basically it's doing what we mentioned, right? So in this page, I'm telling him he will find the industries, and for each industries, he needs to rank them based on whether they are experiencing growth or contraction. For growth industries, the industries that are mentioned first should be assigned the highest positive number, vice versa for contraction. And then I also give them an example. Industries that are not mentioned or are neutral should be assigned a score of 0. The output should be in a table format and it should follow the order of the industries that I already gave them as a static industry list. It's a prompt that I iterated several times because before it was not working well. This seems to be working, and so I'm going to go ahead and use this. So let's give it a go and let's see if the output is as expected. So he's analyzing the page. All right, there you go. So this is the output. It's not exactly how I expected it. He aggregated everything in a single table, which is still fine. But what I expected was to follow the same format as before, where you have one table for each of the indices. But that's okay. So important thing now is that the values are correct, right? So let's see over here. For the ISM manufacturing, apparel, leather, and allied products is a 7, great. Chemical products is a -8. Computer and electronic parts is a -4, great. -10 should be printing and related support activities, and that's great. Let's see maybe another index, prices. Prices is over here. Let's see, there are 2 industries that are ranked as a 0, apparel, leather, printing and related products. So we have apparel, leather, that's correct, and the printing and related services. Let's see, the highest is non-metallic mineral products as a +16, and that's correct. Yeah, so it seems that all is right. And the good thing now is that instead of doing the whole copy and paste work, I simply go over here. I can just simply copy the values. I can paste it, or I can download it as well. And there you have it. Basically, I can just copy these numbers and paste them all over here. And that's it. So quite easy. Of course, I can optimize my workflow over here. Maybe this single table is not super useful. If it's broken down, one table per index is easy for me to copy and then paste over here. But that's something that can be easily fixed. And what I think it's super good about the Comet browser is the fact that now you can actually save your prompts, right? So instead of copying and pasting the prompt in the search box, you can leverage the prompt that you just used and you can give it a name, right? Let's say this one, we call it ISM PMI, and then you can save it. So next time that you end up in the report for, let's say, August, you just simply need to ISM PMI, press enter. And there you go. After a few minutes, in this case, he actually gave me the output that I was expecting, and in this case, actually for each of the indices. So that's super good. And what you can do, right, you can just tweak the prompt and create um, another shortcut for other websites. So in this case, I'm doing it for manufacturing PMI, and you can do the same thing for the services PMI as well. I hope this helps, and thanks for watching.